In this episode, I shall be talking about Linux, the open source operating system that's actually rocking the whole market. People are shifting to Linux because they are not concerned about the privacy. Yeah. Well, then what is Linux actually? Let's understand Linux. Well, if you see the Wikipedia page on Linux, you will find there a very big bulky definition. But in this video, I'm going to simplify that. Linux is OS just like Mac, Windows, Android or iOS or any other operating system which you may have encountered in your whole life. Well, then why haven't I heard it for several years? For several years, the developers weren't so active for Linux. That's good, but no problem. By the way, do you know that Linux can run anywhere? It's made in such a manner that Linux can run anywhere, literally anywhere. Be it your AMD Threadripper 64 cores, Turbo Boost server, or be your IoT based backed high tech toilets. Yeah man, it runs anywhere. It's in the cloud, it's in your desktop, it's in the mobile right now. Yeah, the Android which you are using is a special kind of Linux. Yeah, this is the time now. Well, this is the time where Linux is actually competing now with Windows. It has reached such a level that it is now competing with Windows. It's now competing with Windows and so on. And yes, say what? It now even supports your game titles, be it PUBG, Free Fire, COD, or Fortnite, or anything. With the help of Steam, Google Stadia, Nvidia Go Play, whatever, with Google Stadia or Microsoft Azure, Parsec or any other software which you use for gaming. Yeah, and even in many cases that's smooth actually. That's much more smoother than you would experience in Windows. How let me explain? Linux is designed to run anywhere. Be it a very small PC where the resources are very low, or be it the massive PC where the resources are almost like I can depict it in words. Yeah, it's made to run anywhere. So that is why Linux takes so less resources. It's so less resource heavy, unlike Windows, which is getting heavier by every update. And yeah, you can't even disable those updates. At least in Linux you can disable those updates. Yes man, Linux will give you the full power in your hand, full power. Whereas in Windows, still. But you'll be thinking, oh my goodness, Linux is so scary. The terminal is so scary actually, very scary. Yeah, turns out you no more need to use terminal every time. It's like in Windows. Just like from starting of Windows 3.1, you needed to use that terminal or the DOS command prompt anymore because now you have a GUI. Yes, still you used actually for installing, but still they didn't use that much. Even today, there are how many people who use CMD or PowerShell in Linux? Now the time has come that you now no more need to use the terminal. But yes, still people are using terminals. But yes, for installing application, what can we do? Yeah, at first at least, like if you don't have any store on your Linux distro that you are using, except Ubuntu or any other, then you might need to use terminal to get a store to get the apps and so on. But wait, like in Windows also supports the drivers now. It is supported by everything. It supports everything. Even when I don't install drivers, the graphics card is running fine. But have you ever noticed that when you don't install drivers in the Windows, in a Windows computer, you might find that yeah, the graphics card is not performing to its level only because the thing is you are not updating your drivers. You're not updating your drivers, but in Linux that's not the case because it is open source and with every update it improves itself. And also if you think that some feature is making another bug in your code, then you can actually edit that. And yeah, there are many very less people who edit that because yeah, the code is almost flawless. Yeah, it's almost flawless. Well, in many cases the experience is much more good yeah, than running Windows. But yeah, the obvious thing is yeah, since you will be not able to use many applications. Yeah, many applications. Adobe Suite that doesn't support Linux. Microsoft Office that doesn't support Linux. Facebook that doesn't support Linux. But wait a minute, who uses Facebook for Windows? Everybody uses the web browser. Okay, leave that. Be whatever official application, it is less likely to be available on Linux. But yes, for gaming and so on, yeah, Steam is there, so you can actually run anything. But direct 3D games, no, you cannot run that. OpenGL games, yeah, you can run that. Vulkan games, yeah, you can run that. But for direct 3D, no, DirectX, no, you cannot. That's a problem actually. But who cares actually? Because if you get support for that, who cares? Even there are many less direct 3D compatible games. Or yes, there are many great games, direct 3D DirectX compatible games. But that doesn't mean that they support that. If you actually check in the internet, there are many patches for that. You can actually get that. Even Google Stadia's the Google Stadia server also runs on Linux. It also runs on Linux. Yeah, man. So if you are playing any game on Stadia right now, you can also play that on your PC if you are using Linux. You can also run it on Windows, but yeah, in Linux also it can run because it's running on Linux on Stadia natively, and that's just amazing. That's just amazing. So actually, I think that should I shift to Linux? Well, the answer is yes. If you want to, then yes. But the thing is, Linux is just not one. Like Windows, you can now try Windows. Windows 7 is dead actually. Windows 8, 8.1 and 10. Similarly, currently there are more than hundreds of distributions available on internet for Linux. So what to choose? If you are actually a noob person, then you should go for Ubuntu or the Pop OS. If you are actually a bit intermediate, then you should go for Manjaro or Debian, where you can simply patch the system as you like. And the thing is, yeah, you are done. You are ready to go now. Yeah. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you like it, then please like this and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Yes, man. Don't forget to subscribe.